The search for a missing Olean Man continues. An update on where the investigation leads police. Plus, a new St. Bonaventure sign being put up in front of campus.
You know, it will be, in a sense, a nice tribute to him, even though his name's not on it.
The beautiful and iconic St. Bonaventure bushes ripped out. A new sign taking its place as tribute to the late university president, Dr. Dennis DePiro. And one of Olean's largest employers will soon begin layoffs. New information from Siemens.
That was the first official notice, because it's by law, they've got to send it out to us, that we've received.
All this and more as Sbu-Tv starts right now. Thanks for tuning in on this Friday morning. I'm Tommy Valentine.
And I'm Michaela Hyman.
Let's get right into that update on a missing Olean man. Olean police are asking the public for help in the search of 21-year-old Cole Geise, who was last seen around 6 p.m. Sunday evening. Geise, who is on your screen now, is roughly 6'5", 200 pounds. He was last seen wearing a gray hoodie with the word Echo on it and blue jeans or pajama bottoms. Geise has a daily routine of walking to the Country Fair gas station in Olean. He was reportedly last seen close to the Olean Fire Department near Old Rock City Road. Call Olean Police if you know something.
Governor Cuomo will ease a series of COVID restrictions. The first restriction to go is the outdoor dining curfew. On May 19th, outdoor capacity restrictions for homes lifted and indoor capacity increased to 50, and capacity restrictions lifted for most businesses. This includes stores, gyms, barbershops, and restaurants. 6 feet social distancing and mask requirements remain in place. A local business owner is skeptical of how this will affect his business.
I think a lot of restaurants, as well as mine, will find ourselves in a tough spot trying to staff to take 100% anymore.
Large-scale venues will also see a capacity increase, 30% capacity for indoors and 33% for outdoors. As restrictions loosen, New York City is eyeing a possible date in July to stop wearing masks.
And now it's time for this week's COVID numbers. In Cattaraugus County, active cases dropped to 150. Total confirmed jumped to 5,400, and deaths reach a grim milestone, 100 total deceased in the county. While here at SBU, there are 4 active cases reported on campus this morning. Recovered cases go to 99, which brings the total number of cases since the beginning of the semester to 103.
The entrance to St. Bonaventure University used to be adorned with Bonaventure hedges. Now they're gone. A new project is underway and ready to take place. Sbu-TV's Rich Williams has the story.
If you have driven through St. Bonaventure's campus this week, you may have noticed a bit of construction happening. The university is putting in a new St. Bonaventure sign and a patio to go along. For many years, the St. Bonaventure hedges were a staple of campus, but in 2017, they were taken down, to the dismay of some alumni.
Really nice that people would kind of hang out in that lawn area, but I don't know, it's more just like an aesthetic thing. You just like knew it just like it was there, I guess.
Daniel McLaughlin graduated from St. Bonaventure in 2017, and at first he was disappointed that the bushes were removed. But he's excited to see what the new patio will bring.
It would be like pretty cool to walk around and see like the new patio.
McLaughlin is not the only alumni who is excited about the addition. Many took to social media to share their support as well. And just behind me is where the sign and patio are being built right now. I did talk to Tom Missel from the university to gauge some more specifics about the project.
Probably a little better sense, probably by middle of June on a clear, definitive end date.
The new sign and patio are one of former President Dr. Dennis DePiro's final projects on campus before he passed away this past March.
You know, it will be, in a sense, a nice tribute to him, even though his name's not on it. It was one of the last things he really put his John Hancock on, so to speak.
With Sbu-TV, I'm Rich Williams. New, now, next.
A definitive finish date not yet set in stone. However, the sign and patio are expected to be ready by the fall semester.
As the Bonaventure semester wraps up, students might find unwanted things around their room during move-outs. Instead of throwing it out, Jordan Fitch has the solution for getting rid of your unwanted stuff while helping out the campus.
Packing up your room during move-outs may reveal all sorts of things you don't want anymore. The SBU move-out sale can help lighten the load.
Students, as they start to move out or they start packing to go home, They'll put stuff that they no longer want and is in good condition. They'll put them in the boxes, and we'll go around and collect them all throughout, starting now till finals week.
Boxes are located in every building and in various townhouses. The move-out sale accepts electronics, furniture, school supplies, kitchen supplies, unopened food, and more.
With that money, we'll raise funds for programs like the Warming House, Bona Buddies, the Food Pantry, Bona Scouts, and whatever doesn't sell at the end of the sale, we'll donate to charities.
The sale takes place from Monday the 17th through Wednesday the 19th and is still seeking volunteers. This is Jordan Fitch reporting. New, now, next.
It's been less than 2 months since Governor Andrew Cuomo has made recreational marijuana legal. With new laws comes new policies. What does that mean for marijuana regulation on campus? Sbu-Tv's Nikai Santiago has the story.
On March 31st of this year, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo signed a bill that was passed by state legislators to legalize marijuana. This made the Empire State the 15th state to have legalized it for recreational use. The law says adults 21 or older are now able to smoke anywhere it's legal to smoke tobacco. You can have up to 3 ounces, or in other words, 84 grams at your place of home or in public as of now. Here at St. Bonaventure, some students may see this as a beacon of opportunity for a possible change in policy for the now recreational drug. I'm at a location off campus, which in my hands I have a bag in which the actual cannabis flower can come in. And in my right hand here, I have what is called a joint, in which ways people like to consume this drug. Now, there's a variety of ways of how people can consume it, and this is one of many. Now, I spoke with some students at St. Bonaventure's campus who gave their thoughts on the legalization of cannabis and also if campus policy should possibly change.
It's like a recreational usage drug. I feel like that's good for people. It's going to help with stress relief and all of that as well.
I still do agree with the smoke-free campus policy just because I know there's some people that hate just the smell of smoke, so I do respect them. But I do think that the school should implement a smoking area.
I emailed Tom Missel, Chief Communications Officer here at St. Bonaventure. He told me that we are still in discussions about the change in state law and how it will impact our policies. Come the fall, we'll have a fully fleshed out policy. So cannabis may be legal in the state, but it's still prohibited on campus grounds. Reporting for Sbu-Tv, I'm Nikai Santiago. New, now, next.
One more thing to note, the law also says if you have a previous marijuana-related criminal record here in the state, that will all be cleared.
And after the break, we bring you an update on the layoffs at the Siemens Dresser Rand plant in Olean. And we take a look at some of the ways you can celebrate Mother's Day this year.
As Mother's Day approaches, we at Sbu-Tv wanted to take a moment to appreciate all the influential women within our lives. Take a look at your screen for a special tribute to some of our favorite women.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight, both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand trying to text somebody back, because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
Every day,
millions of people are connecting. Father,
cosplayer,
mentor,
actor. It's time we take a step forward, come together,
and discover
how accepting our differences
can make us stronger.
If doctors, nurses, and grocery store clerks can wear a mask for 10 or 12-hour shifts, you can wear a mask for an hour or less when you go to the store. Do your part. Be New York tough. Mask up, America.
What to expect when you're expecting.
Like here.
A teenager.
Today, I'm going to show you how to teen-proof your home. First step, hide the car keys. Preferably somewhere they would never look. Challenges will come up. Be ready for them. Hi, honey.
Ready for the... Mom, you don't use mannequins in the mannequin challenge.
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
I don't think we're free in this country. For 100 years, you saw black people menaced and targeted and lynched and beaten and brutalized. I think we're burdened by this history. More people have to be willing to do that uncomfortable, inconvenient thing that justice requires for things to get better. Truth can inspire change. Learn more at EJI.org.
Siemens Energy announced this week 421 layoffs at the Dresser-Rand facility in Olean starting in July. Yesterday, Siemens, who owns the Dresser-Rand plant, met with local officials to help laid-off workers find new jobs, confirmed to Sbu-Tv by the 5th Ward Alderman John Crawford. Earlier this week, an official notice of the layoffs to the city officials. This will leave around 360 employees left at the plant, a far cry from the 1,100 jobs at the plant just 6 years ago. Earlier in the week, Crawford told us the communication has been poor between the company and local officials.
That was the first official notice, because it's by law they've got to send it out to us, that we've received. Any efforts that I've made have really fallen on deaf ears.
Layoffs should continue through June of 2022.
As the weather improves and summer approaches, we'll see an increase in the number of motorcycles on the road. Jordan Mejia has more on how to keep our two-wheeled friends safe on the road.
Warmer weather is approaching, and along with May being National Motorcycle Safety Month, there are a couple things for drivers to keep in mind when you head out that door for that picnic or beach plan. If parked, make sure to look back before opening your door to get out. And unlike cars, when bikes slow down, you don't see a brake light, so be sure to keep a good distance away. For bikers, make sure to wear a DOT-approved helmet, which can cost anywhere between $33 and $87 on Walmart.com.
When you're driving in your vehicle, when you stop at a stop sign, stop at a stoplight, start to take that double look. Look both ways a couple times, because these motorcycles are small. They are easily missed with the eye. You have to really be paying attention at the fact that a motorcycle could be coming.
When driving, make sure to not tailgate motorcyclists and be sure to give them tons of breathing room while on the road. With Sbu-Tv, I'm Jordan Mejia. New, now, next.
As mentioned earlier, this Sunday is Mother's Day, and you may be looking for ways to celebrate amidst this pandemic. Sbu-TV's Jude Legacy spoke with the owner of the old library to find out where and how they're keeping their guests safe.
In, masks out, sanitizer stations throughout. We serve the buffet, so there will be attendants at each station serving the food, as opposed to just random community coming in and touching everything and potentially spreading anything.
Events for the weekend include the Mother's Day brunch at the Old Library Restaurant on Sunday and a Mother's Day craft night tomorrow.
Cinco de Mayo was this past Wednesday. The holiday, which means 5th of May in Spanish, honors the Mexican army defeating the French forces of Napoleon III in Puebla, Mexico during their war for independence in 1862. The famous battle is reenacted each year in Puebla, but it is not Mexico's Independence Day. In the 1970s and 80s, Americans adopted a different way of celebrating the holiday with alcohol, beverages, and Mexican foods. Even though Cinco de Mayo is not one of Mexico's most celebrated holidays, local businesses profited from people celebrating the holiday.
After the break, President Biden announces a new water preservation plan for the country, and we get an inside look at SBU's warming house in Olean. Stick around.
And we continue our Mother's Day tribute this morning as we recognize some of the amazing women in our lives. I know I'd like to send a special shout out to my mother for her endless love and support. Thank you, Mom.
Hi. Can I get the now bar, please?
No problem. $1.
Have a good one.
Got it.
Hi, can I get a now bar, please?
$1.
Thanks.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Hey, let me get a now bar.
Sure. $1.
Appreciate you.
You got it.
How's it going?
You want everything else.
Can I get a now bar?
Hey, stop right there! Get down on the ground! Out of your car, right? Get down! Come on,
Regardless of where you are on your path to retirement, you can still take charge of your financial future today. Visit aceyourretirement.org and answer a few questions from Avo, your friendly digital retirement coach, for free tips, resources, and advice customized for your situation to help you feel confident and prepared for retirement. Retirement looks different for everyone. Make sure you're prepared for your financial future at aceyourretirement.org.
I may never have met you. We don't go way back. Maybe we wouldn't even be friends if we did. But when you wear a mask, you have my respect. Because your mask doesn't protect you. It protects me. I wear my mask to protect you. Be New York tough. Mask up, America.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, Tommy, we have graduation, I think, in 8 days, and we finally get to have in-person commencement. We're allowed to have 2 guests. Who's coming for you?
My mom and dad are, of course, going to make the trip. It's been 3 months now since I've been able to see them last, who came in January, so very excited to see them. And mom and dad coming for you, too,
Mom
right?
and dad are coming for me. Now, we had to show proof of a negative COVID test or a vaccination card, being fully vaccinated. My dad actually went out and got vaccinated for graduation, so it's really exciting. But let's get back to the news.
The second wave of COVID in India is beginning to ripple across the region. Nepal's city of Nepalganj, which lies along the border with India, is feeling the fallout of the influx from its neighbor India. There are currently around 400 cases a day in the district where the city is located, overwhelming for an area with only 2 hospitals assigned for COVID-19 patients. Districts along the border initially saw a spike in cases, but now they are exploding throughout Nepal, leading to fears that the surge could be detrimental for the country's health system.
Wednesday, President Biden announced a plan to conserve 30% of the United States land and water by the year 2030. The campaign is called America the Beautiful. It encourages conservation efforts from local governments on public and private lands. Officials developed a metric system to measure the progress.
More news this week on the trial of Derek Chauvin. 2 weeks ago, Chauvin was convicted on 3 different charges in the murder of George Floyd. However, this week, Chauvin's lawyer is asking for a retrial. Eric Nelson, Chauvin's lawyer, claims that the trial was unfair because of the publicity the trial garnered from the media and the fact that the jury was not sequestered. This comes as one of the jurors, Brandon Mitchell, has come under criticism for attending the March on Washington last March. Mitchell has denied participating in any protests.
One of the many ways St. Bonaventure gives back to its community is through the Warming House, a student-run soup kitchen located in Olean. Elizabeth Egan and Kelsey Purcell went to the Warming House this week to find out what the students get out of it as well.
I find joy in every single aspect of the Warming House.
The Warming House is one of the oldest student-run soup kitchens in the nation. Opening in 1974, the Warming House supported the greater Olean community by supplying 1 meal a day to those who needed a little extra help.
The Warming House is one of the gems that we have here as part of our campus community. It would be great if food insecurity wasn't an issue in the Olean area, but I don't know if that'll ever happen. So until then, we're going to continue feeding hungry people. Anybody who comes to the Warming House is welcome to get a meal.
Janet Zajac, a 1974 graduate and sociology major at St. Bonaventure, developed the concept of starting a soup kitchen in Olean. At its opening, the Warming House offered coffee and day-old donuts from the Hickey Dining Hall out of a storefront on North Union Street in Olean. The tradition continues as students help roughly 10,000 residents annually.
I instantly just fell in love with working here, and I thought it was super fun. I just kind of hope that this will help other people and also help me maybe figure out more about myself.
Fiona Nelson, a sociology major at Bonaventure, is a student volunteer who wants to help continue Zajac's legacy. One could argue the students benefit more from the Warming House than the community.
It's been the best decision probably of my senior year.
like experience managing and coordinating and like working as a team. I think that like so far that's the best thing that I've gotten from one of the best things I've gotten from the warming house.
The warming house is open daily for takeout between 4 and 4:30 in the afternoon.
If you're interested in volunteering at the warming house, we would love to have you. You can send an email to anation@sbu.edu.
Reporting for Sbu-Tv, I'm Elizabeth Egan and Kelsey Burchell. New, Now, Next.
Coming up, we'll take a look back at highlights from the men's lacrosse team's semifinal loss against Monmouth. And Ryan Bolin introduces you to a few new faces heading the Olean Oilers this season. All that next with Will Palladian in sports.
And before we send you to break, we have some more amazing women to appreciate. Take a look.
People do some pretty cool things in their 40s and 50s. Why should saving for retirement be any different? So wherever you are in your retirement savings journey, head to aceyourretirement.org and start chatting with Avo today. That's aceyourretirement.org.
Before we celebrate the freedom most Americans have, we must fight for the freedom all Americans deserve. Because all lives can't matter until Black lives matter.
Observe a domesticated human family in their natural habitat, known to their species as the backyard.
Hey, you think I should light it now?
I think it's good.
Yeah.
Oh dear, someone is about to burn a pile of debris that's too tall, which can start a wildfire. Wait, could it be? Blimey, it is.
It's Smokey.
It's Smokey Bear. What a legend.
Hey, it's Smokey. Sorry, it was too high. Right.
Watch as he astutely ensures that there's no wind, and how he removes some of the debris to create a smaller, safer burning pile.
No, you said make it bigger, baby. The bigger the better.
Take note of our fearless furry friend here, humans.
I appreciate it. Fist bump.
Watching you.
Smokey's done it again.
Bye, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Thank you so much for sticking with Tommy and I this morning. Now it's time for sports with Will Palladian, who's live and in studio. Will, good morning.
Good morning, Michaela. Few people expected the St. Bonaventure's men's lacrosse team to have as much success as they did in 2021. Projected to finish last in the MAC, the Bonnies put the rest of the conference on notice this year, claiming their first program, league, and playoff win in the team's brief 3-year history. Wednesday, they traveled to Monmouth with a trip to the MAC Tournament Championship game on the line. And the Bonnies made a strong bid in the opening quarter against the Hawks to reach that title game. Trailing 1-0 early in the first, all-conference attackman Jake Rosa slips a shot past Noah Lodi for his 16th goal of the season. Later on, it's Rosa again, sneaking inside and netting the equalizer off a nifty behind the back with 1:50 to play in the first. Not even 2 minutes later, one more for the brown and white, as the MAC's leading scorer, Sean Wesley, makes it 4-3 with 10 seconds to go in the opening frame. But the Bonnies' luck would run dry from there. Monmouth with a strong attack before halftime. The Hawks go on a 9-1 scoring streak, as Bonaventure didn't have any answers. 12-5 was the final. St. Bonaventure ends the season 5-5 with 3 league victories. Well, the Olean Oilers experienced a major makeover this week. Aside from unveiling a new logo, the organization announced Tuesday a new board of directors, which included a notable Bonaventure baseball grad. Our Ryan Boland has more on the new-look Oilers and the organization's plans for future seasons.
Ownership of the Olean Oilers officially changed hands this week. The organization's new president, Bonaventure alum Matt Federico, heads a board of directors highlighted by 2017 grad Cole Peterson. Peterson, a 3-year member of the Bonnies baseball team, now in the Detroit Tigers organization, was excited to receive an offer to be part of the new ownership.
I played for the Oilers for 2 summers, and a couple months ago, Matt Federico reached out and said, the Oilers are going up for sale, and I was wondering if he wanted me to be a part of it. And I was like, it'd be cool to be a little bit of a part owner of the Oilers somewhere where I played, and we won 2 championships when we were there, so I figured, hey, why not?
Bradner Stadium, the Oilers' home stadium, will be empty, though, this summer. The team will not play in the NYCBL due to a variety of reasons stemming from COVID-19 concerns. That's forcing current Bonnies players like Garrett Bolt, who usually don the red, white, and black during the summer months, to search for alternatives.
I think I'm just going to prepare myself, work out by myself, go up to Buffalo, do some training up there once or twice every 2 weeks, and just stay in it and be ready for the fall.
Peterson opened up the minor league season with the Tigers AA affiliate Erie Tuesday. He says his goals for the Oilers start with getting the team back on the field again.
Just to get it back up and running. COVID's been a pretty tough thing to go through. It canceled, minor league baseball, took away college baseball last year, took away summer ball. So, goal number 1 is just to get it back up on the feet and get them running and, bring in a bunch of guys that want to play and just, have a good time.
Reporting for Sbu-Tv, I'm Ryan Boland. New, now, next.
According to a statement posted to the Oilers' official Twitter page, the team plans to return to Bradner Stadium in 2022. While Wednesday's loss to Monmouth didn't take away from any of the breakout seasons had by numerous members of the Bonnies men's lacrosse team, one in particular, Austin Blumbergs, whose career-high 15 goals landed him on the All-MAC first team. Austin was the focus of this week's Sbu-Tv Sports Trivia question. During his 3-year career with St. Bonaventure, Austin has tormented opposing goalkeepers with his high-velocity shots. But there's one MAC foe he's had more success against than any other team he's faced. So, our question this week, which MAC opponent does Austin Blumbergs have his most career goals against, and how many does he have? It shouldn't surprise us that one of his teammates came in with the right answer. Austin has scored 6 goals against Canisius, and Bonnie's goalkeeper Brett Dobson claims his 3rd Sbu-Tv Sports Trivia win in 5 weeks. Congratulations out to both Brett and Austin on a fantastic season. And of course, this is our last broadcast of the semester, but Sbu-Tv Sports is not going away. Follow us on all our social media platforms for more trivia, breaking news, and some Saturday sit-downs throughout the summer. That's going to do it for us here in sports. Back over to you, Michaela and Tommy.
Thank you so much, Will. And on your screens right now, Sbu-TV's social media handles. Make sure you give us a follow on Facebook and Instagram so that you do not miss a single thing.
One final time this morning, we want to thank all of the amazing women within our lives. Have a wonderful Mother's Day this weekend. And as Will mentioned, this is our final broadcast of the semester. We'd like to thank everyone who made us a part of their Friday mornings, and have a great summer.
I want to thank everyone for watching this morning and for also following me on me and Tommy's journey, as it is our last Sbu-TV show ever. So for one final time with Sbu-TV, I'm Michaela Hyman.
And I'm Tommy Valentine. Thanks for tuning in.